Hello and welcome back to the Xbox Hut. Now, you probably think I bought this game for the boobs. That's only 99%, 50% not true at all. Fine, I'll go 10%, and that's final. Truth be told, I always felt that slashing someone with a sword 5 million times, while fun, really pulled me out of the fighting game experience. So how could I resist hot anime babes with big boobs doing hand-to-hand combat? Dead or Alive 5 Last Round is a hand-to-hand combat fighting game. Known mostly for its big, bouncy, juicy boobs, there's something to be said about the martial arts depicted in this game by said endowed female characters. Is there more here than meets the eye? One of the things a newcomer to this series will find out is that it has a very casual-friendly control layout. Essentially, you can start this game by button mashing and still be able to carry out cool-looking combos. However, stick with it longer and you start to get into more advanced tactics, namely countering. You'll also begin to not button mash and find yourself purposely staggering your attacks to time them against your opponent. Then, if you really get into it, you can go through extensive training that includes character-specific combo challenges all the way to cinematic power blows. No, not that kind of blow. Another thing that becomes readily apparent as you wipe the drool from your mouth is that, despite these insanely hot anime babes having fantastic bodies and nice big boobs... Wait, where was I? Oh right, yes. Another thing that becomes readily apparent is the visceral nature of the fighting styles on display. Most entertaining will be the high-level martial arts employed by many of the female characters, but the broad range of styles even includes boxing and wrestling. This does lead to one major problem though. Some characters clearly have an ease of use and combat advantage over others. Furthermore, there are lots of stages and they often have stage tiers, making combat just that little bit more exciting, though they can also be rather distracting. All in all, there's no shortage of combat styles or stages to enjoy, and you may just find yourself maturing just enough to focus on playing the game and not ogling the boobs. And that's when any kung fu fighting fan will stop and recognize that one of this schoolgirl's fighting moves is incredibly iconic. A lot of people instantly fall prey to seeing all the costume DLC and assume this game is light on content. That's not actually true. The story mode, while admittedly a bit disjointed, has its moments and is a worthy romp should you buy the full version of this game, which I did. You can also buy just the characters you want and get the core game and its core modes, and there are plenty. From the aforementioned extensive training suites all the way to online fighting, you'll find a mode you like. Then, without buying anything additional, the large roster is filled with unlockable costumes. Tag mode also adds an additional layer of content, letting you take two of the characters you've mastered and using them at the same time in one fight. In fact, back to the online fighting, it worked surprisingly smoothly, and you might even find yourself going match after match online. It's unfortunate then that a large portion of the characters are just so damned boring. Namely, most of the dudes. I preface this section by flat out saying this game is very last generation. There's no doubt about it that its visual flair is just not up to current generation standards, even at 1080p with the soft skin effect. Then again, you probably won't be noticing this because the motion capture for the different martial arts styles is so mesmerizing that you might just sit back and watch two hot, sexy comms duke it out. Additionally, small bonerific details are abound, namely in the fact that characters sweat. Yup, that's a pair of sweaty boobs. So despite how ugly this game is graphically, you'll probably be focused on where it counts. Hot anime babes sweating as they fight using some of the most visceral martial arts you've ever seen. Wait, Samus, is that you?
Ready?
Some people think this game objectifies females using its major sex appeal. I disagree because the high-level martial arts on display is at a level of fighting aggression normally only associated with male characters. To have a female character kicking this much butt and looking totally awesome doing kung fu is doing justice to the idea that females can have physical prowess and not just be relegated to using magic or other non-physical means to fight. Besides, the gratuitous sexual outfits are there if you use them. So really, it's all on you to decide what you get out of this game's costumes. Having said that, it's a good purchase for fighting game fans and kung fu fans, but it is, by all means, a last generation game. I give Dead or Alive 5 Last Round an 8 out of 10. That's it for today. Subscribe for more Xbox One content, and I'll see you next time on the Xbox Hut.
They're so big.